Yo, everybody, we are back in the building. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. In France, here, it is sunny, it's warm. People are celebrating like it's freaking summer, so it feels like a blessed day. But we came back inside for this massive clash. Arsenal. Well, I can start with United because the game is at Old Trafford. United's playing at home. United against Arsenal. This is massive in the title race. It's going to be interesting to see if United can spoil the party. But as you can see, I pulled up the lineups for you guys, and yeah, it should make for a really interesting game. I think most of us, even Liverpool fans and just like all fans of the Premier League, want to tune into this one because it's just down. It's bound to be a classic. You know what I mean? And I actually think it'll help United that in some ways nobody's kind of expecting them to get anything out of it. And yeah, I think that is gonna help their game because they can kind of play without pressure. Yo, everybody, Gochi got a new name. I see you. Flame Wolf, I did. You did indeed pull up. What is good? Adam Hakim, I am in Lille in the north of France. What about you? Yo, Jared's in the building. Dylan, LFC Goats, nice to see you as well. Apple Juice, hi. And Joseph is in the building. How are you doing, Joseph? How are you feeling? End of the season. End of the season vibes. Guys, and by the way, we only have one freaking week left under Jurgen. The countdown is exactly 1 week. Our game against Hull is on the 19th. So next Sunday, 7 days away. And we'll be back tomorrow night as well for the live for Villa away. Jurgen's last ever away day as our boss, as a Liverpool manager. Guys, would you rather I'm going to run a poll, guys. Yeah, of course I can still call you Goatee Edits. Guys, which poll would you rather I run right now? Either who would you rather win the Premier League? Because let's be honest, this game really kind of can decide the title. So I think most people watching this have more their eyes on whether Arsenal will drop points or not. Or would you rather just do a poll around this game? So would you rather it be United? Do you think United or Arsenal are gonna win? Or is it who do you want to win the Premier League, Man City or Arsenal? I think it's more interesting the question who would you rather wins the Premier League, Man City or Arsenal? But it's up to you guys. I'm letting you guys decide. Let's see what you guys say in the chat. Yo, Cold Omar, nice to see you in the building. How are you doing? Do you think, let's see, Kumaran, I can't know who's going to win, but like I said, I think it's really going to help United, the fact that kind of pressure is off. And that definitely helped them in the game against us, where they kind of didn't have expectations because everyone thought we were going to win. And look how much it helped them. You know what I mean? Arsenal, please. Whoever wins, wins. United or Arsenal is kind of better. Okay, United or Arsenal. Okay, guys. I'm going to do a poll right now on who are you supporting in this game. Okay? Who are you supporting? Which is tough as us Liverpool fans. To in this one, Man United or Arsenal. All right, let's see what the energy is in the building. Let's see who you guys want. Honestly, I feel again like such a neutral, and there's a part of this that kind of feels nice about not having any nerves towards the end of the season. It's obviously just emotional over Jurgen leaving and the new era, the end of an era, but I do have to say it's kind of nice not having to worry about results as a Liverpool fan. You know what I mean? Because it's basically sure that we'll finish third. So now it's kind of just about the vibes. Yeah, Joseph, I'm truly kind of neutral on this one, to be honest. I kind of want, I don't know. There's a part of me that wants Arsenal to win so that the title goes to the last day. But then at the same time, I don't know. I'm so indecisive about it. Yo, Fion, thank you. I like Cold Omar. I like Cold Omar. Big up to you, Zamel. Swedish LFC supporter. Nah. Looking back, the club releasing me when I was 15, I was telling my bro Advait this yesterday, was such a blessing in some ways because I didn't have the mentality of working that hard. Like I never arrived in training early. I just arrived on time. I never stayed back after. And I saw the difference that made. And after I got released at 15, I would go to the park every single day on my own and I would practice juggling. I would just want to improve. And I think I needed that setback to kind of realize that I needed to up my game, up the mentality. You know what I mean? And and that's what it really taught me. You know what I mean? And that's what I think life should be about. Whether about and that's what I love about sport and football. It's like it can be bigger than life. You know, you can learn lessons through the game that you then bring onto other aspects of your life. Where I remember that setback when I was young felt devastating at the time, but now looking back, it really taught me that when something hard happens like that in your life, and we've all had those moments in different times in our lives, you can either use it and sulk, or you can use it as motivation. And I remember I sulked for a little bit, and then I was like, you know what though? I just need to take things into my own hands and improve. And that's when I started going to the park every single day, because I knew my control was where I didn't have confidence. I didn't have confidence in my touch. And so I would go and just juggle an hour every day for like 2 months. And by the end of it, I could just juggle for a long, long time, you know? And I just remember I learned so much from it. Yo, Daily Aura is in the building. Will you go to any UCL games next season? I hope so. I hope so. It'll be so good to be back in the Champions League. Hello, Goatee Edits. Yo, Amir, thank you for being a member for 4 months. That's unreal. Who says 3-1 Arsenal win, just like at the Emirates. Let's see. Let's see. You know, going to Old Trafford is never easy. So I think this could be a really interesting game. But Arsenal have been a top team this season, especially defensively. Will you stream the Champions League final? Yes, I think so. And the Europa League final if you guys want as well. Because that should be a good game too. To see if potentially that's the game where Leverkusen... Wait, at what time is Leverkusen playing, by the way? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, today's the day they're going to slip up because they're playing against a team that they last lost to. They're playing at 7:30, okay. Bochum, I'm not sure how to say it. For all you Germans in the building, please let me know. They're playing Bochum. I think you say Bochum. Why is it not? It's not. I don't know why that's not working. But either way, yeah, they're playing away at Bochum. sorry for saying it so many times. I'm just trying to get the pronunciation right. And yeah, that's the last team they lost to before this run. So some people are saying this is when their crazy run ends tonight. So I'm gonna be curious to see. Would you like to see Sesko as a Liverpool player? I think he's class, but do we really need a striker like that? I'm not so sure. Because he kind of resembles Darwin in some ways. Big up to you, Cold Omar. Thank you for the support. And to you too, Harel Avivi. Leo, I'm playing a match in not too long and I want to do a celebration for you. What should I do? If you score, you got to do. Gotta do that celebration. Thank you, alls. On the Dutch song in Eurovision, I didn't watch Eurovision, to be honest. I did not watch Eurovision, so I can't really give my opinion on that. Did you though? How was it? Because I know obviously Eurovision was going on last night. Damn, Johnny Evans is still starting for United. That's insane. Johnny Evans, you guys. If Man City win the league again, I hope La Liga gets the top spot for the best league. I mean, to be fair, we've lost places in our league. In the German league, the top 5 teams get Champions League. In the Spanish league, the top 5 teams get Champions League. In the Premier League, it's only the top 4 teams now because of how poorly we did in this season in Europe. So we're right now technically in rankings, we're kind of below Germany and Spain because they get more places in Champions League. So that says a lot. Joseph says, Leo, would you have Kudus or Somersville as a Salah replacement in the long term if he leaves? I would want us to sign those players while keeping Salah because we still need Salah, and especially during this moment of transition. So I definitely would want us to keep Salah, but then also sign a long-term replacement so that we can have a smooth transition. And Kudus seems more suited for that right wing spot. Somerville, from what I've heard, is more of a left winger, so it's not a position that we need left wing. But I do think he's apparently quite versatile, so that's good. Oh, yes, Hassan, I'm so excited to watch Liverpool in the Champions League next season. Oh. Cold Omar, I think Trent Schusch is the coldest. That would be my favorite. All right, guys, the game is about to kick off. I'm going to get the timer ready, and then I'm going to read... I'm going to tell you the results of the poll because 270 of you have voted so far. Apple juice, big up to India. GMA, yes, I'll be live for the Liverpool game, but it's tomorrow night against Villa, not tonight. Tomorrow night. Would Leverkusen go undefeated in the Prem? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hurrah, Vivi, the game's about to start, so now we're going to be concentrating on the game. With the new format as well. Yeah, I think the new format's going to be good, so this is going to be awesome. I honestly, I keep thinking who do I want to win the Premier League? It's so freaking hard for me to choose. So hard to choose. Arsenal's going to get the game kicked off, by the way, you guys. Declan Rice. Here we go. Here we go, you guys. Here we go. I'm going to remove the lineup unless you guys really want to keep the lineup. Let me know if you would rather still have the lineup there and I can keep it, okay? Wow, Odegaard Ari is making his way into the box. It's quite an electric start already. My prediction, Joseph, I cannot predict this one. I cannot predict this one, but I do think Arsenal will win, given how they've been playing, especially how good they've been defensively. So I think I would go for 4-1 Arsenal. But I could be totally wrong. Already Arsenal in the box. Oh my lord, they already have a corner. Yo, Nicholas Ungurenu. Sorry, it's hard to spell your last name, but big up to you guys. W. Nicholas in the chat right now who became a community member. Support, big up to you. Already a corner for Arsenal, and they're starting off in an electric way, you guys. Electric. You think United 2-0 Arsenal against United? Yeah, that could be possible. Corner. Oh my lord, that was close. I think it was Wan-Bissaka who headed it off the line pretty much. Guys, you could tell Arsenal are really on it from the get-go. That's what you'd expect given how big of a title deciding game this will be. They literally have 2 games left, and you see the way City like easily won yesterday. It's one of those league titles again, like we had with City over those years, where you can't drop any points. It's crazy, but that's just the keep the lineup. Okay, that's just the level that we're at. You know, it's crazy. Do I think Atalanta has a good chance against Leverkusen? Of course. I mean, in a cup final, anything can happen, and they're clearly a good team. Look at the way they beat us. So, yeah, no, looks like a real good team in that competition. Who do you think will win the Euros? I'm supporting France, and I think France will win it. I gotta say France. What about you? Who are you gonna be supporting? Yo, Satish in the building. Nice to see you, brother. I'm back again. Thank you, Football Gold. You'll never walk alone. Big up to you. Shout out to you, Tommy. Leo, Trent or Walker? I have to go for Trent. Trent is just that X factor. He has that X factor about him. That makes him so different to any right back that's ever played the game. Yo, Liv Chelsea's in the building. Nice to see you. Saka with a shot on target already on Onana. Already. Guys, let me look. Yo, LFC 10, nice to see you in the building. Guys, I'm going to tell you the results, by the way, to see who you guys want to win in the building. And it's quite tight. 10 minutes, the poll's been running. Over 400 votes. And 55% of you are going for Arsenal, while 45% Man United. And I'm guessing that's because you'd rather they win the league over Man City, right? Am I right in saying that? No, Haroon, I'm half French, half Icelandic, but I lived 11 years in the US. Ooh, United on the counter is going to be dangerous, guys. Hoyland. Hoyland! with a decent opportunity there, but he completely scuffed this shot and it didn't make its way into the target. Diliora says Klopp being late twice shows he's just like us because I do the same thing when I'm leaving a job too. Yeah, it's very, very real. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I don't know if you saw, I did a short this morning on it, and it's just so funny the reaction because there's obviously such a high level of respect that Klopp can do whatever the heck he wants as well. You know what I mean? That's just like the where he's at. You know? Do I think Lille will get Champions League football? It's going to be tough, but I freaking hope so. Because imagine next season I can see Lille in the Champions League. I could make a video on that for you guys. I think it would be special because that club is not always in the Champions League. It would be freaking special. Football Grid, you should be able to see a join button. A join button. God, it's so hot. This really is like a summer's day. Guys, let me know what weather it's like in where you are. Where you are in the world right now, and let me know what the temperature is. I'm just curious to know because in Lille today, it's the hottest it's been in so long. It was 25 degrees with like sun, and in the apartment, I'm already just like I'm almost sweating. It's so hot. And I made some mint tea, so I'm gonna be even I'm gonna be even warmer. Cheers, everyone. I wish I could share with you guys. Look, I got some mint leaves at the market this morning, and I just made some mint tea. I wish I could share with you guys, but I'll let you know how it is. Probably a bad idea given I'm really hot, so I'm having some hot tea, but it is what it is. Cheers, everyone. Here's to this being a great game, and here's to cherishing the last 180 minutes we have left under Jurgen. We gotta grab our tissues. Oh, United, guys, are gonna be a threat in this game. Don't count them out. Got a Nacho now with a shot, and he goes off target. Okay, let me see. So, Sweden, 24 degrees. Ooh, that's nice. For Sweden, that's hot. Munsar says 48 degrees. Nah, bro, there's no way. Bro, I had to play a game yesterday in like 30 degrees, says Sunday LFC. Jeez. It's windy, 23. It's super hot right now. It's 28 degrees where I am. Damn. I'm in Switzerland, so cold. Oh, RIP. UK 20? That's good. For UK? Oh, Raya. It's like 27 degrees here. From Dubai, it's 32 degrees. I feel like I would expect that from Dubai. In Sweden, it's 20 degrees. Leo, imagine Lille versus Liverpool in the Champions League next season. I would freaking die, bro. I would freaking die. That'd be the biggest dream. Norway 28 with sun. Damn. 22 Celsius in Michigan, USA. Nice. I feel like around 18 to 22 is the dream because it's warm but not too hot where you sweat. Like Liverpool fan says 20 degrees in Denmark. That's the freaking dream. How many more members to get more emojis? Oh, that tea looks super lush. Yeah, I mean I wouldn't it literally I just went to the market this morning and just got some mint leaves, you know what I mean? So very simple, but I there's nothing I love more. Whenever I'm in it reminds me of the time I went to Morocco, which was one of my favorite trips. You would have mint tea all the time, and it's just the best. Okay, let me check how many members needed for more emojis. Okay, let me check because I would love to put an emoji of who were we saying last time that we wanted to? Someone made a good point about an emoji that we're missing. I forget who. All right, let me check memberships. Oof, close again for Arsenal. It says 11 more members are needed for 16 emojis. 11 more, you guys. 78 degrees Fahrenheit though, right? Harvey, 22 degrees Slovakia. Ooh, that's nice. Will I stream Tottenham versus Man City? When is the Tottenham versus Man City? Let me check. Tuesday the 14th? This coming Tuesday? Yeah, potentially. Would you guys want to see Tottenham versus Man City stream on Tuesday night? Leo, do you think Kelleher will leave? I think there is a chance, just because I could see him getting offers this summer after the really great season he had for us, where he showed he can be a number one keeper at the highest level. And I do think that if he says he wants to leave for first team football, the club wouldn't block that move for him, because they know Alisson still got years in him, and it just wouldn't be fair on him. You know what I mean? So well done, David Raya. Well done. Who do you think is the best player in the Premier League the past 10 seasons? Salah has to be up there. De Bruyne has to be up there. Van Dijk has to be up there. Uh, Rodri. Basel, 25 degrees. Supporting United even though I'm a blue. Oh, wow. Liverpool, 24 degrees. Joseph, let's go. In Liverpool, baby. 20. West Sussex, 25 degrees. Nice. Thank you, Nicholas, again for the support. Who says, love you, bro. I'm supporting you from Romania, bro. That's sick. You know, when we did a live at Anfield, that was for the game against Spurs. I don't know if you guys were there in the building, for those of you that were there, but remember we saw a Romanian Liverpool fan on the street, and he was representing all the Romanians. And guys, next week I'm going to have a very special live for you guys too, in real life, because I think the in real life ones are so fun to get to just speak to fellow fans like that, the spontaneity of it. And I'm excited for next week, you guys. But there's definitely going to be streams. There's going to be a stream tomorrow for the Villa game. And then, yeah. Deliora says a loan move for Kelleher or something with a buyback clause. He's too good to let go. Yeah, but Deliora, we would get real good money for him. So I don't see us letting him go on loan given his age. You know what I mean? I think, like you said, the only thing I can imagine is we let him go with a buyback clause. Exactly. I think that could be possible. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think there is a real chance he leaves this summer, just because if you imagine yourself in his shoes, you know, I would want first team football too. And let's be real, Alisson, I think for at least the next 2-3 years is gonna be our mainstay keeper. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough for him. It's a tough position, because I also think, you know, he is getting a lot of love at Liverpool, even when he's a second keeper, because in the domestic cups we do start him. So in some ways he's still a very important member of our squad. So I hope that's what can convince him to stay, because I really do want him to stay. I really do. I don't think you can get a much better number two. And he seems like such a professional. Yo, SPD, what's good? Trend Boy 66, nice to see you in the building too. Bayern are apparently 2-0 up. Yes, Pip, we did indeed sit next to each other at the Spurs game. That was so nice, guys. Pip, you see Pip Fuller for the Liverpool versus Tottenham game in the upper main stand. I sat next to him and his father, and it was a magical time to get to share that game together. Your first Liverpool game as well, Pip. So you brought that good luck charm. I think Klopp deserves a statue. Me too. What player do you think Slot should sign? I think he should sign a center back, center half, and a defensive-minded midfielder. Ooh, that was nice from Diego Dalot. Wow. Do you see that touch and the way he moved into midfield? Bro, if he scores this, it would be some solo goal, but he ended up trying to pass to Kobe Mainu. Damn, that was impressive from Diego Dalot, who's apparently been United's best player this season when I ask United fans. Haroon, I don't think I would support a club as intensely if Liverpool didn't exist. That's just the reality. I wouldn't have the same passion for football, I don't think. Thank you, Ross. Leo Foden or Saka? Foden. Foden has been the best player in the league this season. So I would literally say Foden is been better than anyone this season. Maybe apart from the only one that comes close is, and I think deserves it as well, the player of the season is Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins, insane. And unfortunately, tomorrow night we're gonna have to be up against him. It's gonna be a tough game tomorrow night. Mainu, Endrick, or Yamal? For Liverpool, I would pick Lamine Yamal. What about you guys? Who would you pick out of Kobe Mainu, Endrick, or Yamal? No, Zach, it's still confidential. The special thing that I wanted to tell you guys, but you're gonna know by the end of this month. So I think probably in like 9 or 10 days, you'll be able to see it, and I'm definitely gonna be sharing it on YouTube and stuff. So you'll be able to see it. But yeah, it is still confidential, but it's gonna be special. You'll see, it's gonna be freaking special. No worries, Fire Flame Football. I'm one of those fans too. Like, as much as Real Madrid has hurt us over the years, you can't help but respect that club because you're just a different beast of a football club in European competitions. Like, no one comes close. Yo, Liverpool fan, thank you for the super chat who says I'm watching the game on my iPad without volume and just using you as my commentator. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you, Liverpool fan. Where are you watching from? Andrick is incredible. Yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be freaking crazy if Real Madrid have Rodrigo, Vinicius, Kylian Mbappe, and Endrick. Imagine those are your main four attacking options, and then obviously they'll have some others. I bet squad players, but to have those four, Jesus, that's freaking crazy. Leo's who's winning the Euros? I hope France. I freaking hope France. Yeah, MC FC. I've been blessed enough to meet some of the Liverpool players. When I went to Newcastle at home last season, I got to meet some of the players, and actually one player that I spoke to for like, well, I didn't only speak to him because I was also with Jose Enrique, who was his former teammate, but I got to have like a 10-15 minute moment with Joe Gomez after the game. And it was also with Joe Gomez, so it was just there with his family and stuff. But I can tell you, Joe Gomez is the nicest guy. The nicest guy. Start bench Shaw off of this season's performances. CSLN, as of right now, Oli Watkins is my player of the season. Just because what he's doing in this Villa side to have the most goals and assists, and he's also such a team player. He presses. He does a lot more than just goals and assists, but he's number one in the league. That's so insane to me. So Oli Watkins has to be my player of the season as of right now. And then I would bench Phil Foden and sell Cole Palmer, but that's freaking hard because they probably have been the top three performers in the league this season. Coop Miners, TOJ1. That's a good question. What do you think of the rumors of Coop Miners potentially being the first signing of Arne Slot? I would be all for it because we were actually, I don't know if you guys remember, we were really linked with him even before Arne Slot got announced as the manager. So if he's already the type of players that we want, and then obviously Arne Slot has managed him before and really likes that player, I would be real excited about him joining, especially he's a more defensive minded midfielder from what I've heard. So so yeah, I would definitely want him if Arne Slot wants him. You know what I mean? Joseph says, "What Liverpool players have you met?" That day, I met Van Dijk, Thiago, and Joe Gomez. Like I said, those were the three that I met that day. But in this current squad, I actually haven't met many. It's more Liverpool legends that I've met. Out of the legends, I've almost met all of them actually. But yeah, no. Out of the current team, is there anyone else? I don't think there's anyone else. I think it's those three in the current team. 29 degrees in Egypt. Oh, that's not that hot. I would think in Egypt it would be warmer. No, I haven't met Hassala. I've only met those three in the first team. Have you ever been to Romania? No, I haven't. I would love to go, bro. Did you see the new Champions League format? Yeah, I actually played it Football Manager to test it out. And I gotta say, I'm surprised. I actually really like the new format from just testing it on Football Manager. I think it'll lead to a lot more exciting games, and we're gonna see more teams. And yeah, I actually think it's gonna be a good change. Yo, Reflex experts in the building. Nice to see you. Sunday LSC says Leo petition for Klopp to play Gomez up top for the remaining games. Imagine, wow, Arsenal 1-0. Boom, just like that. Trossard. 1-0 for Arsenal. It was coming, to be fair, but that's a big, big goal for them, you guys. Big goal for Arsenal there. 1-0. Who was it? Odegaard that got the assist? Let me have another look. Hold on. Trossard. Casemiro doesn't look happy. You talk about an important squad player. Look at the way that boy, Trossard, has stepped up for Arsenal. Look at this. Onana, that was not a good clear. Actually, no, that was a fine clearance from Onana. But then played over the top to Kai Havertz. Guys, look. Kai Havertz was in the box. Look at the way he gets around Johnny Evans and then he crosses it and it's a tap in for Trossard. Tap in. Tap in. Yeah, it's a goal. There's no way that can be offsides or anything. That's a definite goal. That was so easy for Arsenal too. So freaking easy for them. No, Elijah, actually the league is already over. When Man City won yesterday, that was officially when Liverpool were out of the league. Like it's officially impossible. Nice, Dr. Fuzzy. Bobby's the best. SPD says start bench sell Van Dijk, Saliba, Diaz. I would start Van Dijk, bench Saliba, and sell Diaz. Yep, I met Virgil. So right now, guys, Arsenal is on 86 points, but they've played a game. They have a game in hand over Man City, and Man City are on 85 points. So Man City still have, like we were talking about, the game against Spurs on Tuesday night, and but it's freaking tight at the top of the league. Oh, Liverpool fan that's gonna be emotional who says I'm going to Anfield the day before the Wolves game. Damn. Shout out to you, AR Games. Thank you for the support. No, it is a goal. 1-0 for Arsenal. Trossard with a goal. Yo, Leo, start, bench, sell Rodri, Rice, Bellingham. I would start Bellingham, bench Rodri, and sell Declan Rice. That I have no doubt about. No doubt. Haroon, you're not the only one with ADHD. You're not the only one. I feel the struggle. Dave the Fish, I think there's a chance under Arne Slot we move to his most commonly used formation of 4-2-3-1. I think there's a real good chance of that. Yeah, no, guys, it's still 1-0 for Arsenal. Yeah, Liverpool in a cup final, you never freaking know. Obviously, Real Madrid are going to be the heavy favorites in the Champions League final, but you never freaking know. Of course, Dortmund can win it. Of course, they can. Oh, Joseph says I'm making some hot chocolate. Enjoy. Cheers to you. Cheers. I freaking love hot chocolate. When I was a kid, that's like apparently all I would ask. Please, can you make me some hot chocolate? Zach, thank you very much for your support. Who's been a member for 3 months? Who says what would be a good season for Slot in your opinion? That's it's a tough question to answer, but I think definitely a necessity is to finish top four or top five, depending on what the Champions League spot will be next season. But number one priority is to stay in the Champions League. So because of the revenue that you get from that, because that's just the competition Liverpool has to be in. That's just the levels that we're at. We should always be at. So number one, I think, is Champions League. And then second, I don't think you can have major expectations outside of how is he making the fans believe. That for me is the biggest thing. So like I said, Champions League is a necessity for me, necessity. But then what's his relationship going to be like with us fans? What style of football is he playing? How does he seem to have brought the players on board? Do our top players seem like they want to stay at the club and appreciate the football and see the vision? Those are all the things I'm going to be paying specific attention to because I think, you know, with this ownership and as any club should do, look at what Arsenal did with Arteta. I think they were really smart to keep him in the long term because in the beginning they weren't always performing, but to believe in that long term vision and I do think in the first 6 months we're going to see whether we should trust him in the long term or not. But in the short term expectations, like I said, I'm not expecting us to win a trophy right away, especially not the Premier League because of the competition. I mean, look how good Man City and Arsenal are. They never freaking drop points. It's insane. So those are the expectations, and that's what I think we should be paying really close attention to. And obviously, like the connection with the fans, that's not something we need to pay attention to. That's just how we're gonna feel. You know what I mean? Because that's just genuinely his connection. How does he communicate with us? How does he make us believe? What's his personality like? His aura? All of those things are really important. Like all these press conferences are very very important because a lot of us Liverpool fans do see, if not the full thing, bits and pieces. So it's really important. You know. Haroon, I played fullback, so I played left back and right back. What about you? What position do you play? Damn, it's already 6 p.m. here. I'm Taha Sandwich. I actually did a video recently celebrating the 5 year anniversary of the comeback against Barca, and you'll see my reaction there. I was just freaking speechless. I was freaking out. Big time, I was freaking out. Oh, Milky Way flavor. Oh, that was good defending there for Casemiro, but look at the rebound. Oh, blocked off by Johnny Evans. Yeah, Trossard is really underrated. The way he stepped up this season in moments when Arsenal needed him, you gotta respect it. Ben White in the box. Oh my god, that was close. Jeez, you guys. The crazy thing though, this shows how good Arsenal are this season. It's like if you just have confidence that they're gonna keep a clean sheet because they've done it so many times this season. You know, to have that solid defensive record and that solid defensive line that that center back partnership never changes for them. It helps so much. Like you look at our season and we've had to change. Virgil obviously has always been a constant, but it's changed so much over the course of the season. And that is hard because it's so much about that connection and the rhythm. Yeah, such a good player, Trossard. Very underrated, I think. What position do I like more, right back or left back? Weirdly enough, left back, even though I'm right footed. I just felt more natural at left back. I don't know how. I was like James Milner. Truly like James Milner because I did not have the tech. I was just like working as hard as I could. You know what I mean? So definitely not as good as James Milner either. That would be overstatement. But those vibes, you know what I'm saying? Leo, who's the GOAT of the Klopp era? I think if you had to pick one, I do think it would be Mohamed Salah, just because all of the important goals he scored and the way he would rise on the big occasion. So I think it would have to be. But again, I don't like to pick one player because I think so many were so vital. You know what I mean? Van Dijk, Fabinho, Alisson, Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino. They were all so freaking crucial. You know what I mean? And we truly like what made us so special was how we were as a team. You know. Would I rather support Everton or Man United? I'd rather never watch football again. I'd rather never watch football again. And that's a fact. Victor says, Leo, do you think this season is successful? I do think so. When you compare to last season, obviously it is just very disappointing now looking in hindsight because of how close we got. But if you take a real step back and you're honest, I do think it can be considered a successful season. Um, but not a great season because in the end we did let ourselves down. But I still think it's a successful season. We needed to get back into the Champions League. We still won a trophy, you know. So yeah, Henderson was so underrated too from the Klopp era. I should have mentioned his name too when I dropped those names. Deleor, you're so right. And I think he's one of those players too that's so unlucky because a lot of people act like he has no freaking ability. And it's just not true. Like he was a good footballer in his prime. He was. And it's just like there's just so many memes that have been made about how he just passes backwards, all this stuff, but it's bull. You know what I mean? It's not fair on him because he's a lot more than that. And I don't think we definitely wouldn't have won all the trophies that we did without him. That's a fact. Ooh, I don't know that you said 19-year-old winger from Sweden and Feyenoord, Yakuba Minte. I haven't watched him. Yeah, Kobe Mainu is class for sure. I also rate Rasmus Hoyland. I think he's a good player. All right, guys, I'm gonna post a short real quick. I'm gonna post a short on Michael Owen, guys. This is gonna be a good one. Shout out to my boy Will who edited it. On Michael Owen, you guys. Michael Owen's dream five-a-side team. And remember, he won a Ballon d'Or, so he made a very good team. Is all I'm gonna say. England will win the Euros. Damn! Imagine it happens. Imagine it happens. Yo, Real Slash, tu vas bien? Quel est votre chocolat préféré? J'adore le chocolat noir avec des hazelnuts. For those of you that don't speak French, he asked, what's my favorite chocolate? Guys, let me know in the building too what your favorite kind of chocolate is. For me, I love dark chocolate like 75%. And then if there's hazelnuts too, roasted hazelnuts with dark chocolate, oh my god. There ain't nothing better than that as a snack. Big up to you, Mikkel. Thank you for your positivity. But you see, watching Arsenal, this is why they're gonna go all the way. You do feel like there is a lot of control in terms of like their how solid they are defensively. United still haven't had a single shot on target, even though they've had 6 attempts. In reality, none of them have been on target, which just shows. Joseph, the video is Michael Owen picking his dream five-a-side team. Fruits and nuts chocolate. Oh, Deliora. That's so good. Also, wait, who guys? Is someone in the building that always talks about making dark chocolate covered strawberries? Because I freaking love dark chocolate covered strawberries too. So good. Yo, shout out to Ireland, Ross. I would love to go to Ireland one day. Amad Diallo. Wow, I didn't realize Diallo was starting. Is that not a foul? I think they're asking for a penalty. No, the United players don't really seem to be asking it. Dark chocolate covered strawberries. Yup. I love a good cat. I don't know those. Cadbury's original bar. I've seen them, but I've never actually tried them. Are they good, Dylan FC Goats? Iniesta or Xavi, I could never pick. Bro, that's one of those that I just couldn't do it. I could not freaking do it. Good morning to you in the USA, Finja. My biggest flex is I met Robbie Fowler when he came to Romania. Oh, that's sick. CSLN says, Leo, you should make 2 more channels. Leo's Cooks and Leo's Foods. And Leo's Countries. Yeah. Yep. And a lot of effort was put into this one. Suleiman. Suleiman. Yes, I do. DJ does edits. I play, but we play like 7 aside or something. What about you? Do you play? Was it 10 months ago, Joseph? So it hasn't been 1 year yet. I play my local team as a right back. I play for Liverpool's academy. Beats in 2.0. No way. Barca edits. I played for this club. It wasn't an academy. It was a club called Dusk in New York. Is there a chance to sign Alonso in the future? Let's see. But right now, we just have to fully trust and see the long-term vision with Arne Slot. That's what we have to do. Big up to you, Daily Aura. You're always in the building too, supporting the channel. Sunday LFC says, Leo, I'm eating crepes right now. You like them? Yes, I do. I love crepes. I mean, I'm a Frenchman, so les crêpes, c'est tellement délicieux. Mais j'avoue que je préfère les crêpes salées. I prefer the salty ones. I prefer like with like egg, ham, and cheese. That's so good. Joseph, how did that happen? Yo, Fesh Giraffe, nice to see you in the building. Who says, how have you never, next time you go to a Liverpool game, just normal Tesco's? Leo's Cooks, yeah. Fesh Giraffe says, hey Leo, I'm here. I came late because there was a derby in Denmark. I just saw the team I supported lost. No, I'm sorry. Wait, what's the derby? What are the two teams that you were paying attention to? Rate Connor Bradley's season? I'm giving him a freaking 9 out of 10 because nobody expected him to blow up the way he did, and the way he stepped up for Trent when he was injured. Unbelievable, Connor Bradley. I'm so excited about his future. I don't want Coronation Street. Copenhagen and Brøndby. Oh, those are two big clubs, yeah. And what's your team then? Brøndby, no? Salty crepes. Oh, so freaking good. So freaking good. I support Brøndby. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fejderov, and you saw. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Leo, do you miss Sadio Mane? I do. He was another one of those players we were talking about Hendo earlier. He is so freaking underrated, Sadio Mane. Like, wow, what a player he was as well. Do you agree with the new UCL format? Yes, I'm really excited. And do you think we'll qualify straight to the through the next round? I think we will. So I think it's actually gonna. It's. I'm excited for it. Really freaking excited for a new chapter too. You know, new chapters are sometimes a really good thing. You know what I mean? And they're needed in life for everyone. Fasher often says, I love Daniel Agger because he has played for Liverpool and Brøndby and he was captain for the Danish national team. And my name is also Daniel. Absolute legend. You talk about a non Scouser who knew what it meant to play for Liverpool. Daniel Agger was one of those. I mean, he literally has "You'll Never Walk Alone" tattooed on his knuckles. That's what you talk when you talk about passion. That's it right there. Unbelievable. Big up to you, LFC Dylan, LFC Goats. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, Dijon. How come you support Dijon? That seems a bit random. Oh, Go 12 says, "You won't guess what I'm watching. I'm watching You'll Never Walk Alone after the Barca game 5 years ago." I would get the freaking goosebumps if you showed me that right now. Jeez. I would get the freaking goosebumps. My friend's dad has "You'll Never Walk Alone" tattooed on his back. No way. Your dad was raised in Dijon. Wow, okay. Damn. We really need a live just memorizing Klopp's time at Liverpool, looking back at his times, the best comebacks, trophies won, etc. Just celebrating Klopp. I would so be down for doing a live just to celebrate Klopp. We're gonna freaking do it, but maybe we can do that few days after because I'm gonna be away in Liverpool from the 18th to the 22nd, and during that time, I want to bring you guys lives around Enfield, talking to fans, celebrating Klopp, but in real life, which I think could be so special. And because I know not everyone can go there, so I want to be able to bring that to you guys. And but then after that, 100% we should do a live like that because man, I freaking would want to celebrate him for years and years, not just because he has his last day on Sunday, next Sunday. Have you seen the roundtable Liverpool video? I got goosebumps when I saw the video. That was so special, guys. If you haven't already, on Liverpool's YouTube channel, there's Alex from who's the main guy at the academy. There's Pep Linders, Klopp, Harvey Elliott, and Cody Gakpo are all sitting around a round table, and they're looking back on memories, talking about football, and it's freaking special. I highly recommend. Highly freaking recommend that. It's halftime, you guys. Trossard with a goal in the 20th minute. The difference at the half. It hasn't been the most exciting of games, I would say, but that's what you expect from Arsenal this season. The reason they've done so well in the league is because they're able to take control of games. Old Trafford, we saw how tough of a place it is to go, and look at the way they just seem in total control. You know what I mean? And that's what tells you that they're a real class team. You know? When is Liverpool documentary coming out? Apparently in like right before the start of next season, so in August. That's what I've heard at least. Yo, Ali, nice to see you in the building. Uh, Leo, what year did you? The year I started really watching Liverpool consistently was only when I moved to the US because I could see it being televised. So when I was around 10, 11. Before then, it just wasn't televised at home and stuff, so I couldn't see it. But uh, but yeah, otherwise, I obviously did support Liverpool. I just couldn't watch them consistently. You know. My team plays a game tomorrow, and if we win, we're in first place. Good luck tomorrow, Daniel. Now that I know your name as well, I'm gonna remember that from like Daniel Agger. What positions should Anislot sign in the summer? I think a center back, left-sided center back, and a more defensive-minded midfielder. Those I think should be our two priorities. Two priorities. How about a right back? We definitely don't need a right back because it looks like Trent is still going to be a major option at right back. Oh, I just got a cramp. A major option at right back. And then Connor Bradley, we saw how good he was when he stepped up for us. So, yeah, Connor Bradley. I fully would trust Connor Bradley if it was time to give him more opportunities. That's for sure. I fully freaking trust him. Tomislav says, Yo, Leo just came in to see Arsenal batter United. To be fair, United had some chances, but again, did they have any major chances on target? Not really. You know what I mean? So that's kind of been the difference. Spurs to beat Man City, anyone? Guys, let me know if you want me to do a watch along Tuesday night potentially as well for the Spurs Man City game. Spurs 2-2 Man City. Damn, Arsenal fans would be happy about that. Then it's back in their hands. Then it would be back in their hands. Are you gonna make a watch along at the Euros? Yes, there will be watch alongs for the Euros, definitely. Let me see. You would like a watch along on Tuesday night? Yo, Ali Nus, nice to see you. Do you think Endo? No, Endo will stay at Liverpool. But wait, guys, let me check when the first game of the Euros is, because the first one I would want to do is the first game of France. But let me know, guys, who you're gonna be supporting at the Euros. I want to see. Croatian bro Guardiola, he's playing insanely well. But yeah, I agree. It's sad that he's playing for City because he's some player. Um, but oof. But yeah, let me check. I wanted to see for the Euros when the first games are gonna be. The Euros. So the first game, you guys, is on Friday, the 14th of June, between Germany and Scotland. Obviously, Germany are hosting it, so Germany are going to play the first game, and they're playing against Robbo Scotland. Then the 15th of June, the very next day, you have Hungary, Switzerland, Spain, Croatia, Italy, Albania. The following day, you have Poland, Netherlands. So for the Netherlands, we'll probably see Virgil and Gakpo starting, maybe even Gravenberg, but I don't think so. Then we have Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, England. And then the following day, that's the one I think I would want to do a watch along for. Romania, Ukraine, Belgium, Slovakia, and Austria, France. So that's France plays away at Austria. Then you have Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, Czech Republic. The 19th, you have then teams playing again. Germany, Hungary should be a good one too. Suboslai up against the hosts. Yeah, I'm excited to see Ipswich Town play in the Premier League. It's a huge, huge achievement for them to have been brought up. Yo, AK007, let's go. Who says he's in the building? I'm a bit shocked to see nearly half of our Liverpool fans want United to win. My dad said when I joked I'd support them that he was not angry but disappointed. Yeah, I'm surprised as well. No, to be fair, I'm actually not that surprised. I thought it was going to be pretty equal. Just like I can't really decide who. Romania. Ali Nus, you're gonna have to tell me more about Romania because I don't know Romania's team very well. Let me check. So you play Ukraine. Let me see in your group. Where did you finish? Oh, you finished in first. You finished in first with 22nd points. With 22 points. Sorry, with 0 losses, 6 wins, 4 draws. That's really good. Damn. Why football players don't get longer breaks? It's basically the only sport without players getting at least 2 months off in the off season. There's always games they have to play. Yeah, and that's just because there's so much money in the game that anytime there's an opportunity to put a tournament in somewhere, they will, and play more games. Just like this Champions League format means more games, you know, which means bigger TV revenue. You know, yeah. Leicester got promoted as well, Ipswich, and then it'll be interesting in the playoffs who else goes up. I'm just happy that Denmark is not in group with France. Yeah, then it would get tense. It would get tense in the building. How do I feel about Thiago leaving? Really sad that we couldn't get the best out of him because he was probably the most technically gifted player I've ever seen in my lifetime at Anfield. No joke. But he just couldn't stay fit, so it doesn't make sense to keep him at the club. You know what I mean? If you bring emotion out of it. But boy, was he a joy to watch when he was fully fit. My God, what a footballer. What a freaking footballer. I hope Leeds go up. I'm doing career mode with them, says Goat 12. I mean, they're a big club. They should be in the Premier League. Growing up, my dad got pranked by me and my brother thinking we'd order Man United shirts. He said as soon as it arrives, he used it to help start our barbecue to burn the bacteria on it. That's really good. Leo, remember when Ericsson had a heart attack at the last Euros? Yeah, that was so scary. That's when you were like, wow, football really is not important. In those moments, it feels like football is the least important of things, you know? Thiago's song was one of my favorite Liverpool. I loved it. Thiago, Thiago Alcantara. Wait, Finjo, where are you from in the U.S.? Like, which state do you live in again, or city? I know, Tomislav. I made a video on Leverkusen. I had to because it's insane what they just did. Completely insane what they did. Wait, AK007, were you at Anfield for that game against Porto? CSLN says, Leo, when you go to Ireland or United Kingdom, you need to taste the following chocolate bars. They are all from Cadbury. Dairy milk, too sweet for me. Little bar, I don't know. Twirl, I don't know. And snack, I don't know. But like I said, dairy milk, too sweet for me. That's why I prefer dark chocolate. You live in Oregon. Okay. AK the best. I love living in France. I couldn't imagine right now living in a different place because it's a place where you can find such beautiful balance, you know? And I've only been in this city for 2 months in Lille, but the longer I'm here, the more I want to stay. That's how much I like it. Kaden, what's good? Nice to see you in the building. Finja says, I live in rural Wisconsin and we're going to win the European Soccer Cup. Delior says, we all know Shankly was a big influence to Liverpool, but what about Paisley? Shankly gets spoken of more. Is it because he set the precedent of future successors for the club? I feel like it's the same for Klopp. Yeah, totally. That I would kind of put it in that sense where basically when I think the big thing is when Bill Shankly took over, and that's why there are a lot of similarities with Klopp. When Bill Shankly took over, we were actually in the second division. I know it's crazy to think about it, but we were in the second division. He brought us back into the first division and he completely changed the culture of the club. He reminded everyone what it means to be a Liverpool player, what Liverpool Football Club means, and that set the precedent. It paved the way for Bob Paisley to then come in and by far be our most successful manager ever. But really was Bill Shankly that laid all those foundations. And what I'm really hoping for, Klopp's legacy will be bigger than we can all know right now if Arne Slot comes in and he's able to just build on that and win even more trophies than him, which is what Bob Paisley did. I know it's obviously a lot of expectation, but I'm just freaking hoping that happens because Klopp would be so proud for his legacy. You know what I mean? By the way, the second half has kicked off. But since you asked that, Dilior, I want to pull up this graphic. This graphic that I saw the other day, which, where is it? There was this graphic I had found which compares Klopp to all the other most successful managers in Liverpool's history, and you'll see where he is. It's unbelievable. Let me try to find it. Yeah, look. This shows, like, you can compare him to Klopp, but Klopp was actually even more successful than Bill Shankly. Look at this when you compare. Let me pull it up right now because I think it's such a good graphic. Let me make that a little bigger. Look, major trophies by all of our most famous managers. And when you look, Bill Shankly stayed 14 seasons at the club, right? 14 seasons and full seasons in charge, by the way. And out of those 14, he won 6 major trophies. And Klopp stayed 8 and won 7 major trophies. So what Klopp has achieved is really so legendary because what we were talking about is how he changed the culture at the club. So he did that. He relayed those foundations that we were missing for so long. And at the same time, he also managed to win the biggest trophies. So he did both, you know? And that's why I just freaking hope that now that, you know, it's his time to go, that Arne Slot or whoever is going to be that next main man, that they're able to take up what Klopp has done, like Bob Paisley did with Bill Shankly, and build on those foundations and win even more trophies, you know, because we do have such a good and young squad the fans believe. Like everything is there. You know, everything is there. So it makes me hopeful for the future. AK007 says, Leo, I've got a Brazilian center back star bench cell. Thiago Silva, David Luiz, and Lucio. I would start Thiago Silva, bench Lucio, and sell David Luiz. Thiago Silva's longevity is unbelievable. The fact he's still playing in the Premier League this season and is doing an insane job at the highest level, and I think he's 38 years old, is unheard of. He's actually insane. What's got stuck in my head? Get stuck in get. Leo, how to get stuck in get? What does that mean? Get stuck in? Yeah, Liverpool can't win the league anymore mathematically. Yeah. Have you seen Willian from Brazil? You mean who plays for Fulham? He's insane. What's get stuck in? Oh, you mean the channel? Yeah. Look. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I feel so bad. Get stuck in. You're talking about this channel, right? I don't know what happened. How that's possible? It actually scared me when I saw those news. Yeah, Simon. The third most common country on the channel is India after the UK and the US. Thiago Silva is your personal favorite non Liverpool defender. He's insane. I think I have so much respect for Thiago Silva. It's not a Man United channel. They just do Man United streams. Yeah, I do know them. I do know the channel because I've spoken to them before. But it got hacked. I don't know how that's possible. It freaking scares me. Big up to you, Doha Mohammed. Thank you for the support. Guys, now that the second half has happened, by the way, do any of you in the building think United can get a result here, or you think it's bound to be Arsenal? Yeah, no, Joseph, I do know them. Sorry, I didn't understand the first mention of it. Yeah, today is Kostas' birthday, so happy birthday to our Greek Scouser. Absolute legend. Yeah, Harun, my best friend growing up, Thorvaldur, in Iceland, was a United fan. So, yup. Thank you, Joseph. Big up to you for the support. Will is saying Arsenal is looking shaky. Big up, guys. W's in the chat for Will, by the way, who edited the Frimpong, this sick Frimpong video, and then the Michael Owen one that just came out, the short. Will also edited that one, so you'll see he's got a talent, you guys. So creative and passionate, I can tell you. But yeah, nah, that's why I was asking in the building if you guys believe United can get something out of the game now, because they look like they're up for it. So maybe it's possible. What do you guys think? I know, but sure, that's because they got hacked, get stuck in, and I really feel I don't know how that's possible. It must be their Gmail that got hacked because the email is connected to the YouTube. It's all within Google. Yeah, I do know Alicia Lemon. Yo, Marwa in the building. Kumaran, I would love to do that. The problem is the video on Bobby's autobiography didn't do so well. The longer form video. I would want to keep trying because I'm so interested in football history and stuff, and I would love to be able to do more videos like that. But it has to do better, for the time that's needed to put into something like that. So yeah, I am thinking about different ideas and stuff because I would love to do more football related things outside of just Liverpool. Park walking brother, Leon? Park walking brother. I'm not sure what you mean by that. If the rumors Darwin leaves, nah, he's not gonna leave Swedish LFC supporter. I believe he'll stay. I mean, a lot of it will depend on how much Arne Slot will want him, but I have a feeling that he sees how much potential he is. So I think it's gonna happen. I think he's gonna stay. Oof, Kobe Mainu there. Bradley, I think tomorrow against Aston Villa is going to be a real open game, just like the Tottenham one was. I think now it's about the vibes, and Klopp just wants end to end action. So I think it's gonna be another entertaining watch, just like the 6 goal thriller we saw against Spurs. Bro, would you rather Arsenal or Man City win the league now? Let me know in the building, guys. I freaking Yeah, Delior, it's scary. You have to be so freaking careful because I actually had an Instagram with over 100,000 followers when I was still in high school that got hacked, and it was just like one of the worst days worst days I can remember. But it also taught me so much, and it's scary. The world is scary because it feels like, especially with AI now, I think there's going to be more and more than ever. There's going to be hacking and people trying to hack you because the intelligence that we're going to see online is just going to be different levels. AK007 says, I'm making, but yeah, sorry to answer the question before. Let me know in the chat, but what you guys think. But I can't really pick one between Man City and Arsenal because there's a part of me that, like, the Arsenal fans will be so annoying if they win the league and they're going to start comparing Arteta to Klopp. And at the same time, I don't want an oil club to win. But then at the same time, the Chargers are also up against Man City, so maybe this title won't even matter for them or count. So I'm just disappointed that we didn't go till the end. That's all I gotta say, and I don't really want to have to choose one, to be honest. AK007 says, I'm making this difficult as you did my last one in zero point 0.3 seconds. Star bench, so captain, Benzema. So captain is the best thing you can do, right? That's freaking hard. But I'm captaining Luis Suarez. Oh, big chance for Arsenal. Saka in the butt. Wow, what a block there. I think it was Johnny Evans. Guys, that's freaking hard, but I think I would captain Suarez. Bro, that's too freaking hard. Captain Suarez, start Benzema. Bro, I can't. No, I literally can't do that one. All I know is that I would captain Suarez. No doubt about that. I rate Suarez so freaking highly, not just for his time at Liverpool, but I think in that Barca team, he was so freaking underrated for what he did. And I do think he's the best number 9 from the 2010 period to 2020. Thank you, Nicholas, again for the support. Alina says, how's it going with your part walking, Leo? Or is it too much rain for that? Nah, today I went on a walk in the park, and I'm going to go back when I call my friend tonight. And it's my favorite activity to do in the world, apart from maybe playing football and I don't, I'm saying in terms of like activity to do, I freaking love walking. And I'm just imagine Ali Nus. I live really close to the park, so I spent most of my days there. I think I've already walked 14 kilometers today because I'll just go there, work from there, and just like, yeah, I spend most of my days in that park, which is just the best thing in the world. Oh yeah, Diliora. We all do that though. I remember like we all have stories of when we would go on our friends' Facebook and just like put out embarrassing things. We've all done that. What's your favorite thing to eat on a hot day? Watermelon. Freaking watermelon. It's hydrating. It's so good. It's light, so you don't want something too heavy when it's hot out. Freaking watermelon. Oh my god. Not even a question. What about you? What would you choose? My neck. My neck. Garnacho? Oh, what a tackle from Saliba there. 1v1 against Garnacho. Guys, did you see that? Damn. Damn, Saliba. Liverpool fan, thank you for the super chat who says, my brain got hacked. I just can't stop watching you. Thank you for the support. Big up. Sunday LFC, big up to you. Thank you for the support as well. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night, and I hope to see you tomorrow night for the big Villa game. Joseph, congrats. You lost a tooth. You lost it naturally, though, right? Like it didn't hurt? LFC fan says, can't believe we couldn't beat this United team. I know. Don't remind me. It's freaking painful. Ross, I put out a video on Harvey Elliott today, and there's gonna be one tomorrow about Harvey Elliott too. I freaking love. Yeah, Will, I'm going crazy right now because I have a friend from New York, but he's now living in Mexico, who sent me his stats because he's preparing for a marathon, and I think his average per day is 20 kilometers, and it just motivated me to be like, damn, I need to get on his wavelength because he says he's just been having the best time doing that, like that challenge, and I've just been like, damn, I gotta freaking get on it. So I think today, hopefully, is gonna be a 20K day, 20K. Yeah, Ali Nuss, Suarez, and Gerrard were our greatest players in their primes. Probably Salah up there too. Gotta be Salah too. United is spiraling on some pressure though. But again, how many really difficult saves has Raya had to make? None. You know? And that shows that in the end, Arsenal are solid defensively. It's raining in Liverpool. That doesn't sound rare to me. I think that's pretty common, no? Oof, that's freaking hard. Prime Eden Hazard or Prime Bell? That's freaking hard because I do think Prime Hazard, nobody could stop him. He's one of those players. Like, I think back to actually a solo goal he scored at Anfield, completely insane. I think back to a solo goal he scored against West Ham. He was insane in his prime. But then Gareth Bale, again, he's another player that hurt us in his prime in the Champions League final. That's one of the most depressed I've been when he scored that bicycle kick in the final. He was insane. Um, but who would I say in prime? I would probably still say Gareth Bale because I think Gareth Bale in his prime for Real Madrid was just doing the craziest things at the highest level. And even though Eden Hazard, of course, won major trophies with Chelsea, he didn't do it at the scale that those Real Madrid teams did. And Gareth Bale was crucial in those Real Madrid teams. So I think I would slightly edge towards Gareth Bale, but that's freaking hard. Freaking hard. Festroff and Leo, do you listen to music? Yes, I love listening to jazz, gospel, reggae. Those I would say are my three genres I listen to the most. What about you? Yeah, it is really common. Blessed Almano CWA. Nice to see you in the building. Skies, I can't decide who I'm siding with, to be honest. I really can't. I just want it to be an entertaining game, and so far it's still like it feels like there's nerves in this one because of the magnitude of it. So it's not as open as you would like, maybe, but that might change in the second half. Please name an LFC player for an edit. Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley. You can take moments from that game where he was unbelievable against Chelsea when we beat them on a Wednesday night 4-1 against Chelsea. He was unplayable, especially in that second half. Jesus. What a performance. That was one of my favorite games from this season. Oof. Who do I see winning the league? I think it's bound to be Man City. But I think we'll know. I think we'll know on Tuesday night. Tuesday night is that big one. Spurs away. City seem to struggle against Spurs. They seem to be their bogey team. So let's see. Delior says, "What's an underrated football opinion you have, Leo? Mine is Origi is a bigger game player than Kane." That's not underrated because that's just facts. You know what I mean? Like you just have to look at the big games he's made a difference in, and Harry Kane hasn't. But to be fair, he hasn't had that many opportunities given he played for Spurs all these years. But what is an underrated football opinion, guys? That's a very good. You always come up with the best questions, Delio. I swear to you. We gotta do a podcast. But what's an underrated, guys? Let me know in the building what your most underrated football opinion is that comes to mind, and I'm gonna think of mine. Joseph, I go for Prime Suarez over Prime Benzema. Like I said, I think Suarez was the best striker of this generation. I truly believe that, and I know we've been blessed with the likes of Benzema, Lewandowski, all of that. But for me, it's Suarez. Guys, let me think. Most underrated. Odegaard. Oh my God, shot from outside the box, but it was right at the keeper. Um, I think my most underrated one might be, and I know he hasn't been in the league for that many years, and we've had incredible defensive mids. We've had N'Golo Kante, we've had Roy Keane, we've had Patrick Vieira, we've had so many legendary players. But I think an underrated opinion is that I do think Rodri is the best defensive mid the Premier League's ever seen. I think so. I know Rodri might not be he might not be the fastest player, but he's so intelligent that he doesn't even need to be fast in that position. And I think Rodri is just insanely complete. And it hurts to compliment so much a City player, obviously, because of the rivalry. But I'm just trying to put bias aside. And I just think Rodri can do everything. He can do everything. And I think you guys have asked me in the past if I could bring one player to Liverpool for a season. I think you bring him in and we could win the title. That's how much of a difference maker I think he is for City. So, yeah, I think my underrated football opinion, because I know he hasn't retired yet or anything, but I'd say he's the best defensive mid this league's ever seen. And like I said, there's been many legendary ones. AK007 made an underrated starting 11 with the Buffon, Aspilicueta, Thiago Silva, Nesta, Marcelo, Ozil, Cruz, Royce, Di Maria, Hazard, Higuain. What a team. What a team. Of course, I remember Ozan Kabak. Mainu or Rice? Declan Rice. But Kobe Mainu is still so young. Which signings do you prefer in this summer? Hamza, it's so hard to say because it's too early. I don't know what Arne Slot will want. He'll have a look in depth at the squad, but I think, like I said, a left-sided center back and a defensive-minded midfielder. Those are the two. Joseph, I'm gonna fight. I would fight against the De Bruyne is the best midfielder in Premier League history because I have to stick with Stevie G. I think he could do everything, and the miracles he performed for Liverpool is insane. So I have to stick with Stevie G, and trust me, I freaking respect De Bruyne and think he's insane. I think he's insane. But yeah, Deliora, let me know what you think of the Rodri shout as an underrated comment. Un- Unpopular, maybe unpopular opinion, but yeah, like you're saying, he's also very good going forward. Think about the amount of big games where he stepped up and scored the goals. So that doesn't even count the control defensive aspect of his game. He has even more to his game than that. That's why, yeah, I have to say that. And I would stick. I would fight for that. Casemiro is not better than Rodri. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Yo, Aaron is saying ciao, Leo. Favorite Stevie G goal or moment? Bro, first off, let me know how Milano is. I saw you were at the park in the sun with a beer. There's nothing better than that, bro. I hope you're doing well, my guy. Favorite Stevie G moment? That's so freaking hard, but it would have to be. I'll tell you my top three favorite moments, but I think the favorite moment would have to be that header in Istanbul against AC Milan, because if it wasn't for him getting that first goal back and the way he goes like this and makes the team believe, we would have never been in with a shout in that game because they were just such a better team. But the way he single-handedly, and that's why for me he's always going to be, he's still the greatest Premier League midfielder of all time, because I don't see other players in not good teams stepping up and having an entire team on his shoulders for his entire career. He was never in a great Liverpool team. That's why he never won the Premier League, because he was never in a great Liverpool team like we saw under Klopp. But yet he brought us those trophies. But like I said, my top three favorite Stevie G moments is the goal in Istanbul to make it 3-1, that header with the John Anaris cross. My other favorite moment is the last minute equalizer against West Ham in the 2006 FA Cup final. That volley, insane. When he apparently couldn't even feel his legs anymore, but he just gave everything he could with that shot. And then the last one is his goal against Olympiacos. Gerard! Lovely cushion header. Those are the three. Because I think they define in the big moments how he stepped up for us. And I just don't see De Bruyne doing that in not good Liverpool teams. I don't think he has that same ability. And you see it for Belgium when they struggled. I didn't see him stepping up in that same way. Exactly. But De Ora, that's why I would still say it is quite unpopular, because Roy Keane was insane, Patrick Vieira was insane, and N'Golo Kante, insane. So the amount of defensive mids the league has seen that you categorize as world class, and yet I do really think he's the best of the lot. And like I said, that freaking hurts to say because they just won the treble, and he definitely has been a major part of that. You know what I mean? Oh, those are your same three. Yeah, I think they have to be all of ours. He's just so iconic. But seriously, I would fight till death to defend that Stevie G is the greatest midfielder the Premier League's ever seen. Fight to death. Fez Girafin says, "What's the best year of your life?" That's a hard freaking question, but definitely in my childhood when I was living in Iceland. So 5, 6, 7, or 8 years old, and that's what I'm trying to do on a daily basis. How do I find that childlike wonder that we have as kids of just like being able to be in the present and being curious about everything? I think that's what makes us kids, if we're in the right environment, just have the best time. You know what I mean? Because we're just able to find joys in all those little things, and we're just in the present moment because we have less responsibilities. But definitely the happiest years were those years as a kid in Iceland. And Aaron, you would know, because yeah, childhood in Iceland is the best because you have a lot of freedom and it's not a place with crime really. So the parents just kind of let you play with your friends. You can walk home by yourself from the age of 5. It's just insane the freedom you have. So yeah, I would definitely say those ages. And now my whole motivation is how can I find that present being again as an adult? It's obviously much harder, but I think all of us kind of want to try to find that. Delior says, so you're saying Rodri is better than Keane and Kante? Yeah, a lot of people will find that unpopular for sure, but I do think, yeah, he's more well-rounded. Like, for example, N'Golo Kante, like, he was crucial for France winning the World Cup. I think he's insane, but like I said, what's insane to me about Rodri, like, N'Golo Kante wasn't the best passer. He wasn't the best going forward. Like, Rodri, genuinely, to me, the only weakness I can see in Rodri's game, like I said, is his pace. He's not that fast, and yet because he's so freaking intelligent, he doesn't need the pace because he makes it up with his intelligence. You know what I mean? So that's why I just think, yeah, he's just the most complete. And look at the amount of trophies City have won. I think he's been a big part of that. I mean, he freaking scored the winning goal in the Champions League final against Inter Milan as well. So I'm more so thinking about the defensive and controlling side of his game. And yet, there's also many moments he's had where he's actually been the one making the difference on the other side of the pitch. So it's insane what he's done. But now I should stop talking about him because you guys are going to start thinking I'm a City fan. I'm going to shut up now about Rodri. Yeah, Joseph. I go back to Iceland at least twice a year. Like I'm going this summer. So definitely I go back whenever I can. Ali Nus says, "Oh, guys, this is a good one. Guys, I want all of you Liverpool fans in the building to answer this. Since 2000, to pick the best player in every position. You said best goalie, Alisson for sure. Best defender, Virgil for sure. Best midfielder, Stevie G for sure. Best attacker, Suarez. That's where it gets hard. If you're talking about prime, Suarez. But if it's best attacker in terms of what they brought to Liverpool, it has to be Salah. But otherwise, everything I think you can't argue with. Can't argue with. Cody Gakpo says best defensive mid of all time for me is Stefan Bajetic. Not gonna lie, love that, love that. Hopefully he's gonna end up becoming a legend for us. I love that kid. Wow, Garnacho making his way into the box. Look how solid Arsenal are defensively, though. You just don't. Even though United are having their bright moments, it just feels like at the end of the day, Arsenal are always just going to be calm and defensively, and they're not going to have major issues. I don't think I'm going to watch Copa America just because of the time zone difference. Damn, AK007 is going for Darwin as our best ever attacker from the Premier League era. No way. Bro, come on. I love Darwin, but come on. It has to be between Suarez. Charlie says, who's better, Prime Suarez or Prime Salah? It has to be Prime Suarez. But definitely, Salah is by far a bigger legend. No doubt about it. No, but Deliora, we were just doing Liverpool edition. Suarez was insane. Yeah, Suarez was in his prime. We've never seen anything like it since. He's the best. That's the best prime I've ever seen for a Liverpool player. Who's your favorite Liverpool player this season? The Our best player has been Virgil van Dijk, but who's my favorite? I think maybe someone who brought me so much joy because it was unexpected is Connor Bradley. When he came into the team, how electric he was, the energy he brought was so exciting. I loved seeing Connor Bradley getting his chance and freaking taking it. And again, I go back. One of my favorite games this season has to be the 4-1 against Chelsea, and he was unplayable that day. Remember, you guys? Garnacho got pretty close there, but he hit side netting. Side netting. Damn, Garnacho is looking lively, to be fair. Nah, Suarez was definitely better than Torres. Will's letting his nostalgia get to him. Letting the nostalgia. Yo, Ronnie Prime, what's good? Our our most memorable goal under Klopp was Alisson's goal versus West Brom. For me, it's the second, but it's still insane when you think about it. But the first has to be the Trent corner taken quickly. Arrege against Barca. That has to be the most memorable. But then I would say Alisson's header against West Brom in second. No doubt about it. Martinelli! What a save from Onana there. Wow, guys. Martinelli cut inside, and that was an incredible save from Onana, to be fair. Wow. Look at that. He beat Wan-Bissaka 1v1. Wow, that's a great save because he was really in the box. He put power on that, and he tipped it over the just one-handed like that. Suarez was that's why for me he's the best striker I've ever seen because he had no weaknesses in that way. He was like you're saying a good poacher, incredible with heading, finisher, baller, passing. Like I literally don't I don't see what weaknesses he had. It's insane. And now he still has 10 goals from 11 games in the MLS. Yeah, because of his mentality. He has an insane mentality. I'm not surprised that he's killing it in the MLS. I saw didn't he score 2 goals for Miami last night? Then he scored two. Garnacho in the box. Corner for United. Corner. LSC fan says, yeah, Bradley has been really good. It's either him or Gakpo for me. Also Kwanzaa. I'm Taha. We definitely wouldn't have won all those trophies without Salah. Definitely wouldn't have. Martinelli on the counter. Oh, that's a good tackle there from Wan-Bissaka because he would have been through. Martinelli would have been through. Look at that ball over the top for Martinelli. Raya did really well, by the way, on the corner. Sayed says, if you could bring back one center half that played for Liverpool, I know older Liverpool fans would probably say Alan Hansen, but because I didn't get to watch him, um, wait, how many appearances did he make again? Alan Hansen made 434 league appearances for Liverpool from 1977 to 1991. But because I didn't get to watch him, I'm going for Sami Hyypiä because you know what I mean. I just all I've heard is like how much of a legend he is. Um, but yeah, I just think Virgil van Dijk and Sami Hyypiä would be some partnership. Holy crap! Yeah, Deliora, that we could do what I think would be good, Deliora, is if we did a live specifically for Klopp, a Klopp appreciation showing love live. From that, you guys could all send in your messages. I could save all of them and make a short out of that to thank Jurgen and hopefully someone can see it. You know what I mean? But at least we can all share what he meant to us. And in that live, like I said, oh, big save from Onana there. I'll be able to save your comments, and then you can all feature the best comments that I see. I'll feature. Oh, Onana again with another save, and Arsenal have another corner. And the best ones I'll put in a short, and we can, so that everyone in the community can be involved in that short to celebrate Jurgen. What a save from Onana again. I know LSC fans. Kwanzaa has been one of our beautiful surprises of this season. Exactly, Deleora, and that's why you're seeing, you see here the list of the most successful Liverpool managers. It's what it doesn't account is the legacy left behind, and boy will Klopp leave a legacy behind. Why do I just not believe that United is going to score? That's the thing. I know United have had their chances, and Will, you're saying it's a good game, but I just don't see United scoring, and that's I just mean you. Arsenal have been so solid defensively. Like how many shots on target have they had realistically? Let me check. 2 shots on target. But apparently, when you talk about big chances, they've had none. United. Look, uh, big chances is right here, zero for United. Michael says, as an Arsenal fan, it's sad to see Klopp leave, as he's a brilliant manager. Big up to you. Yo, I'm a pen merchant is in the building. Nice to see you. Well, you're here for the really exciting part of the game. We got about 5 minutes left plus additional time, and now it's all going to be United pressuring for that equalizer, and Arsenal trying to counter. Zero says Arsenal overachieved this season. Their team is nowhere near a level. I don't know about that. I think to be able to go all the way in a league, you have to be solid defensively, and we had too many ups and downs defensively. While Arsenal are very good defensively, and that's where you have to give them a lot of credit. So I would say they've been definitely more consistent than us. So they deserve to be where they are. Yeah, exactly. Not big chances. That's why, like, truly, right now I'm watching without any stress because, like I told you, I don't really care which team wins, who gets what points. It's more like I don't see United equalizing, even though I know they've had the ball and everything. I just don't see it happening. Whoa, United is making a triple change. Triple change. Joe Gomez too. Oh, it's pouring. It's pouring in Manchester. Oh yeah, of course, Dele Ora. The Leicester winning the title is the greatest moment in Premier League history. No doubt about that. I'm Taha. I'm half French, half Icelandic. No idea where Osimhen will go. No freaking clue. Does anyone in the building believe United will rescue a draw? What do you guys think? Damn, they brought off Hoyland. Damn, if I was Hoyland, I would not be happy with that amount of time left to be taken off the pitch. I would not be happy. Thank you, Magdez. I really appreciate you. You guys are really the kindest with your positive messages. It means a lot, you guys. Big up to you, GMA. Enjoy. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night. Really, Will? Because I don't. There's never been a moment in this game where I've been like, damn, United's going to score. There really hasn't. But obviously, you never know. In football, you never know. But I just, again, that's why I'm paying my respect to Arsenal. I think they've been so solid defensively this season, and that's what's gotten them so far. You need to do that. And I hope when Arne Slot comes in, he's able to solidify defensively, because that's been one of our big issues this season. Who's been the better team? Arsenal. They have. But it's been quite even, to be fair. It's definitely Arsenal definitely haven't been at their best, but at the same time, that's that's really impressive when you're not at your best, playing at Old Trafford, and you could still come away with 3 points. Very impressive. Odegaard plays it to Rice. Surely they score. Oh my lord, Onana came out there and did well again. Guys. Jeez, guys. That was close for Arsenal there. Real close. Leo, do you think City will drop points? Potentially. The only time I could see them dropping points is Tuesday night. They play away at Spurs. I could see that potentially being the moment, because we've seen how Spurs, when they're on it this season, they can be a really good team. But it is unlikely, of course, just because when it comes to crunch time, City just seem to just go up another gear, and they make it all look so easy. You know what I mean? Almost like it's robotic at this stage of the season in the Premier League. We have about 15 seconds, you guys, and then we'll know how much additional time. Do you think we win the Premier League next season? It's very unlikely. Boob Swinny. Very unlikely. It's been okay, Dylan LC Goats. Nothing crazy. Exactly. Daily Or saying Arsenal is showing they want to win the league. Can Man City just give up? I really want Man City to go trophyless this and future seasons. Ali Nuss says Spanish managers are very, very good tacticians. Yeah. No, and 6 minutes of additional time, you guys. 6 minutes. And it's not just that. Arteta, it's not just a tactician. I think the way he's changed the culture. We talked about Klopp before. I also think Arteta has managed to change the culture at Arsenal. And obviously, he hasn't won major trophies apart from the FA Cup. But look at these type of performances, I think, are really impressive. And that all comes from Arteta. He changed it all. He's the one that started to let go of players like Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang, who were on crazy wages, and changed it all. So let's see. Musa says, I'm a Chelsea fan. I need Arsenal to win. Because you want to get a European spot? Let me check what the league is. Oh, yeah. So Chelsea right now are tied on points with Newcastle, and to try to get that sixth spot, which is the Europa Conference League qualification. Yeah, TRX, I think there's a chance this summer we sign a winger, but only if one of our front five leaves, because I don't see us having that front five and signing another attacker. It wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean? I think it would only be if we sold someone, because then we just have way too many players in those positions. Yeah, the Bayer Leverkusen game actually kicks off in 9 minutes. The goal was okay, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. It was especially good play from Havertz, who just put it on the plate for Trossard, who just tapped it in basically. See, this is what I mean. Like, look, Garnacho is making a dribble there. He has to take that shot because Arsenal are defending so well, and it's nowhere near the goal. You know, like I wouldn't say it's Garnacho nearly. It's not nearly because it doesn't. It's not anywhere near the goal. You know what I mean? And that's from Arsenal giving him no space. Look at the way Ben White has been defending up against Garnacho. Look at the Arsenal fans. They're so stressed. The Arsenal fans are so freaking stressed. Yes, Planet Ball. I'll be live tomorrow for the big game against Villa. Klopp's last ever away day as our boss. Thank you, CSLN. I really appreciate your support. Yes, well, tomorrow night for sure I'll be live, and then potentially on Tuesday night as well. If you all are gonna watch the game, Spurs City. I know Festgiraffen. It's so beautiful. Honestly, I don't watch the Polish football league, so I'm not in a place to be able to judge it. You know, I don't. Star bench Shell, Di Maria, Giroud, Suarez. I would start Suarez, bench Di Maria, and sell Giroud. Even though I'm a big Olivier Giroud fan. Yeah, it's pouring there. And Joseph, Weren't you saying that it's pouring in Liverpool too? So it seems like it's just pouring in the north of England. It's crazy. There's like a minute and a half left, and like I said, it doesn't look like United's gonna score. Like literally. Does Shankly have a statue? Yes, he does. Bill Shankly has a statue. Daily Aura, next live, I'm gonna go to the statue for the next in real life at Anfield. I'll go to the statue and show you. Okay. But damn, if I was a United fan, I'd be pissed off right now because there's no part of me that thinks that United is gonna score. Like they're so, I would be so pissed off. My God, so pissed off. Thank you, Croson. Put Klopp statue next to Shankly. Yes, yes, please. Imagine. Liverpool fan says, "Who's your man of the match?" I think Saliba or Ben White, because of how good they were defensively. And Garnacho has been good today, but because of how Ben White has performed, I think Garnacho hasn't actually been able to do anything. But who would your guys' man of the match be? Let me see who FootMob have as the highest performer. FootMob are putting Saliba as the man of the match right now. Yeah, so like I said, I would be between Saliba and Ben White, but I think probably Saliba then. Saliba is insane. Naeem, Saliba is insanely good. That means Klopp deserves one too. Oh, yes, he does. See, Will, I told you. I told you. There's no chance United were getting anything out of this game. They're freaking rubbish. They're not good. Do you guys think there's any chance Ten Hag is still at United? That's the last poll I'm going to run, guys, before the end of the stream. I want to see, as non-United fans in the building, do you think Eric Ten Hag will still be United's manager next season. I put his ETH, by the way, but I mean Eric Ten Hag. Such an easy game for Arsenal. United had no chance to change something. I mean, it's not an easy game. We lost there. Just Arsenal made it look easy with their control of the game. That's what I mean. Like this Arsenal team deserves a lot of credit because the amount of the amount of goals they've conceded this season. Let me see actually what the number is. It's insane. They've conceded 28 games from 37 this season. And then in second is Man City, who've conceded 33. But like to concede 28 games from 37, freaking insane. Are you going to the Wolves game at Anfield? No, I'm not, but I will be at Anfield, so I'll be able to bring you guys a sick lives that day. Awesome lives. Ten Hag won a lot of titles in Netherlands, but since he came, United played nothing. But to be fair, Ali knows every United manager since Sir Alex has really struggled, so I wouldn't use Ten Hag as an example for Slot. I really wouldn't. It's not fair. 64% of you so far don't think that Ten Hag will be at United next season. And it looks like maybe it'll be Gareth Southgate. Who knows? Who do you think will win the Prem? I still think Man City will win the Prem. But I guess we'll see on Tuesday night. If City draws to Spurs, that's a good question. Guys, if City draws to Spurs, there would be equal on points. And then it would go down on goal difference. And Arsenal do have better goal difference. So, guys, if Man City draws against Spurs on Tuesday, I think Arsenal would actually win the league. Obviously, if they go on and win their last game now. But what do you guys think? Do you think if City draw to Spurs on Tuesday night that Arsenal would win the league? Because then it would be back in their hands. It would be. What do you guys think? What would United do if they get rid of Eric Ten Hag? Would they just get another mid manager? I don't think he was a mid manager before. That's what's sad. Like, I thought he was doing unreal things at Ajax and everything. It just seems like United is such a difficult club to do well at. But it looks like it would potentially be Gareth Southgate if they went for someone else in the summer, because it's a difficult summer to be looking for managers. Bayern Munich is also going to be looking for one, so it's going to be a really competitive market, and that's why I think we also went for it early. Mm-hmm. I'm not actually going to the game against Wolves because tickets are so expensive, but I will be at Anfield because I really wanted to be there for that historical time, you know? Yeah, we are finishing third in the league. No real surprise. I just stopped the timer, you guys. But who was your man of the match? Like I told you guys, for me it was between Ben White and Saliba. One of those two. They should bring back Ole. I think Thomas Tuchel has to end up somewhere, surely. because he is a very good manager still. And who else? Who else is available in the summer? Kylian Mbappe, is he playing his last game tonight? They're showing him on the screen right now. Is PSG playing at home tonight? Yeah, guys. PSG play against Toulouse, and it's going to be Mbappe's last game at the Parc des Princes, his last home game with PSG. Damn. Exactly. Delior says, so Liverpool secured for third. We did good first season with a new midfield, especially considering where we were at last season. Saliba, man of the match? Saliba, yeah. I think I would agree. He was calm as you like. Calm as you like. Faux show. Damn, the sun left. Oh. Ranieri? Thank you, Louis. Yeah, well, it's Mbappe's last home game. They still have the Coupe de France, and they have, I think, 2 more away games. But it's his last home game, so he's gonna get his send off from the PSG ultras and the PSG supporters tonight. Damn. What would I say if Slot won the quadruple? I would freaking freak out. Are you kidding? I would lose my mind. But yeah, you guys, that is going to be it for this stream. Unfortunately, it wasn't the most exciting of games, but in the end, I think kind of what we expected happened. And for neutrals, it's definitely more exciting. It means this title is probably going to go to the last day. Imagine if City draw to Spurs on Tuesday night, then it would go down on goal difference in the final day, which I can't remember the last time that happened. That's insane. But yeah, you guys. Yo, haven't just a clue. Nice to see you in the building. Who says when we have Slot, we can't expect to be winning titles instantly. It's gonna take some time. Exactly. Well said. But yeah, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow for the Villa against Liverpool game. I'm really excited for that one. Like I said, I think it's gonna be end to end. I think it's gonna be full of action in the best way. And we just have to freaking cherish it because, like I said, it's Klopp's last away game as our boss. As crazy as that sounds, it's the reality. But enjoy